setting up. So we come back to the Zoom screen. I try and do that. Let me see. Preparing, setting up your YouTube live, just going through all that.
It's being live streamed now.
Redirect, is it? Super. It might ask me to give it a title, but it's setting up. So we come back to the Zoom screen. I try and do that. So we're gonna turn the volume to 0 on there. And then let me just do something. What do we do? Okay, so Justice Anthony Badalou's eviction meeting. Can I change that somehow? Anyway.
Yeah, you can edit.
I wanted to put a title like, you know, something. But anyway, we're live now, so we can talk while we mess around with that. So let me put the invitation on ScamBusterTV WhatsApp group. There we go. So I bet you what's going to happen. Somebody's going to call my phone and say, I can't get in. Yeah. I'm posting a couple of invitations. Did you send that? One second. To get this thing more organized, man, that we can be. Anyway, yeah, Neely, another eviction attempt.
Yeah. So
there we
go. I did send a letter last night.
Let me just enable recording. Where do I find that, Andy?
On the 3 dots next to me. Next to mute, it's 3 dots.
All right. Allow. Enable. Okay, it doesn't say. It doesn't have the option to allow. You try to record it and it might pop something up.
There you go.
Is it recording?
No, it's just it says, please ask the host to give you permission to record. That's all it says.
Okay, so that list doesn't have the permission option. I'll record it. Let me see. Allow. But I don't need to record it. It's gonna be on the YouTube.
Yeah, but it's just better to. That means you don't have to download it. You've got a backup copy.
Yeah. I can't see the thing. We might as well start talking about Neely. So Neely,
Yeah.
You have been threatened, and it's horrible to wake up in the morning thinking someone's gonna try and throw you out on the street again and take your house.
Yeah.
On this fake paper called Notice of Eviction. It said they had an appointment at 9 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Now with a warrant, we know they don't have an authentic warrant, but with an authentic warrant, with a proper warrant, the appointment for the time on the warrant, if the time goes past, it can't be, it's over. You know, you can't execute a warrant at a different time. I'm talking legally. Of course, if they're criminals and a band of robbers, they can do anything. So we can't talk about that. We're talking about the law, what they're allowed to do. If the situation is that they do have a warrant to execute at 9 o'clock, it has to be 9 o'clock. It can't be 10 past 9. So the fact they were not there at 10 to 9, I think it's interesting. They might not come. But the issue is, Neely, you're sitting there in anxiety, yeah, and fear, and you sent off a letter to the court last night asking about them, saying they have a hearing today, and telling them you got to be defending your property because you've had a violent threat, and they can't set that time. You want a different time, but you also want it in your local court because somehow magically they put it to Central London Court, which is not your local court. And why the change? There was no transfer. To transfer court, there has to be an order of transfer. Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're picking holes in everything they're doing. At the end of the day, nothing can stand up to scrutiny, no part of it whatsoever. So here you are for now, like 26th of September, they actually turned up, but they couldn't justify breaking your lock. They turned the locksmith. So you've proven that illegality and crime over and over. So why do you have to be suffering the extra burden and stress of just sitting there not sure if someone's gonna come and smash your door at any given moment? How do you feel now?
Can I just think for my clarity, for the people that are listening to this video now on the YouTube?
Yeah.
So today at 9 a.m. there is an alleged warrant for them to come and repossess Neely's house.
Yeah.
Today they've allegedly summoned Neely to an alleged court out of their jurisdiction, to attend a court hearing. And that is, to me, clearly then, I mean, I would only assume and conclude from that scenario is that they are waiting for Neely to attend the court for the bailiff to call that she's out of the house so that they can go and take it. That's just a conclusion that
we've seen it so many times, them doing it to people. So many times they did it to me. I was in the court sitting down dealing with my case, people smashing my door when the woman and children there. So they work.
Just so that people in
and still the court until today can't produce a case, can't produce a case file.
Just out of curiosity, what did you obviously send to the court to cancel that hearing? You sent.
Let's try and share the screen.
Yeah, we sent the.
Let's try and share the screen. We shared it on Facebook yesterday, and I posted it on a blog on the Hive blockchain and shared it wherever I could. I'm on a Facebook. Oh, Neely, are you sharing this on Facebook? You better share it on your Facebook because.
Let me try. Okay.
You'll have to share it on mine as well because myself and Anthony are both blocked.
Yeah.
Do I have to be the host?
Imagine we're trying.
Do I have to be the host to share it?
No, the video on YouTube. Go to Anthony's YouTube.
The share link. It says big there, share.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure.
As a matter of fact, I can share it somewhere. Let me copy it. So let me share it on WhatsApp.
And just as a shout out to the audience, that are people that are listening, you know, we can only do as much as we can do. We need your help as much as, you know, we're trying to help you. We need your help to get this information out, to name and shame and embarrass the system and enlighten everybody else to exactly how the system is doing and operating. Totally.
Yeah. So, left, and then like again.
So I give it a title: Neely Berry's illegal eviction fight live.
Yeah, good to see you.
I think we're on and live.
In so many cases, it's a hearing date and lure the person to the.
Yeah, sure. I didn't like the medium.
Medium, a bit lower. I've got medium.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, I forgot. You have, yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, so we're waiting anxiously to see if people are turning up or whether the police will turn up to assist them. They're not allowed, and we sent that letter. So let me try and share up this. Let me put it on Twitter quickly. Twitter. So even to do these things, we're being banned. Can you imagine, just to help people resist homelessness, you get banned. What's going on? What's going on? Oh. There we go. I got it on Twitter, a few WhatsApp groups.
In order to be cool, Chili Palmer first.
Okay, let us.
I've got, yeah. He's got his said he's got his DJ.
Oh, I like the camera set up.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm on a live, all right, so you know.
Okay, we've got a few people watching. So bear in mind, we're banned on Facebook. We're banned. I can't even remember where I'm banned now. So these people asking me dumb questions. Yeah? Somebody saying, "Is it happening now?" Blah blah. Don't they think it's really hard to do these things, and they can just log in and look and share and help? Don't just be a bloody pain in the neck. It's not good enough, I'm afraid.
I can see the chat now.
Help.
Guns.
We're going to bring attention to this situation. Where are we? Back on thing. you know, we're doing this live, and I'm doing little promotion and sharing and stuff. Why do I have? Can't somebody just joining and do something, man? Jesus, we've got so many passengers and so few drivers in this game. So anyway, so far, okay, we can see Neely posting it on Facebook. That's good. So far, nobody has turned up. We're on a vigil for the second time. We spoke to the police yesterday. Neely went to the court to verify the warrant. And we had a PC, Rory Andrews, answered the phone and said he couldn't hear anything. The security guard was obstructing them from demanding, you know, this warrant and who is this appointed bailiff. And the police didn't see that as a crime. The police station is across the road. So this is what we're dealing with. But a super letter went out. Let's see if we can find it and put it on the screen at some point. Neely is doing something here. Is anyone hearing me?
I can hear you.
Oh.
I'm just posting it.
You are viewing Neely Berry's screen. Okay. Where is my screen? Oh, we're sharing screens. I don't know. So something thing going out there, but right now, so far, so good. I don't know if we've done enough to put them off and stop them. So, are you there, Andy?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Neely is doing some social media stuff, it seems. Yeah, we're anxiously waiting, ladies and gentlemen, to see if these illegal bailiffs and child trafficking gangs parading with fake warrants, whether they turn up today. Join Facebook. She's not joining Facebook, surely.
Is this Neely show? Is this Neely?
Neely's here, the looks of it, and yeah. So, yeah, we spoke to the police. I spoke to another lady on 999. She wouldn't give me her name, but she gave her number. I said to her, humans have names, robots have that's her number there. Where is it? If anybody knows this person, numbers. War number, by the way, the fake war number. I'm telling you, this crime cannot happen without the police. It's telling me my connection is unstable. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do something to try and improve my connection. So I'm gonna pause for a minute.
Okay, mate.
I was trying to add you both, but it's not. I don't know what to do now. I messed this up. Sorry.
No,
I don't know how to get out of this.
Well, stop sharing the screen.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. Gotcha. Thanks. Sorry. Sorry, I messed it up. I'm useless at this.
I can see.
It's the terrorism, isn't it? It's like the damage is done now, isn't it? That they've done this ritual to terrorize a woman, an old woman, and they love it. It's sadistic, you know. They love causing pain to others, especially nice people, and you know, it makes them more evil, and then they can go up the evil ladder. The more damage they do, and then they make the men feel helpless, you know, the good men. They love it when they see the men can't protect the women. And this is where they get these, what do you call them? They're not even human. Inhuman devils, you know. They shouldn't even be on this planet, who don't have any compassion to reach out and help.
For the obvious, I mean, I just look at it now. I mean, the more you look at it, the more I've been looking at it, the more you see it. This is strictly business. Who's doing the business? Yeah, you know, is down to it. But they are fluoridated, soulless meat suits. A lot of them. You know, they haven't got a mind of their own. They're not allowed to think for themselves. They're just following the instructions that they're told to do. So, you know, this all counts down to the minions, which is the police and the bailiffs, or alleged bailiffs and alleged police, that will continue to do what they're told and instructed via a computer screen, because there's not even a piece of paper with a wet ink signature on it. So it relies on the fact that the minions, the police, are just being order followers, therefore have no morals. Yeah, because you can't have morals and be an order follower. It's an oxymoron. A bit like having a good lawyer. It's an oxymoron. You know, they can't be a good liar. Liars are bad, and lawyers are liars. So, you know, this is what it really comes down to, is like the police themselves. This is who we're, you know, the minions, the people, just the normal people, just like us. That they put a suit on, and for some reason, when they put that suit on, they become that herd mentality with inside a pack of dogs, so to say. And that's exactly what they're doing, you know. And they're educated in a sense of that they're all brought in, you know, as the fox and the hounds. They're out there to catch people. They're told that someone's a criminal, and because who's told them that they're a criminal is their master, which is the paperwork, or should I say the computer screen. Yeah, because whoever it is that's hiding behind that veil of a corporation. Yeah, and they're all in and of themselves, all corporations, and they're all hiding behind that veil. That's why, like Anthony just said there, you know, what's your name? And they give them a number. They can't give they think they can hide behind that position because that corporation's protecting them. But as you know, since 2013, the motu proprio clearly stated that no one can hide behind anything. You're all in on your individual capacity. So every single one. But the downside today is, to which court are you going to go into, you know, to get these people done? We're going through that process at the moment. Like, we're going to cause them as much, you know, and hopefully bankrupt them all, because this is the way it really comes down to. These police that are going to come around, and if they are going to come around and help you, Neely, help the bailiffs, then they are in their private and individual capacity all responsible for what they've done. And it doesn't matter about that police number, because it is an actual crime. And that crime pierces that veil that they try to hide behind. So they can, but it's just the process of pulling them through that court system and getting some honourable courts and honourable judges, which is nigh on impossible. But there must be some out there, and we will force them to be eventually. But that's going to come down to the people. You know, we need more people. That Anthony's dropped out, has he? Anthony, he should. Let me just send him a link actually to this. I can't. Who's been made host then? I think you will have been made host, Neely. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I've been made host. Yeah, sorry, I wondered why then.
Do you want to make me host? Then I could invite Anthony back in. To make me host, I can make Anthony. I can invite him back in. I think you will have been made back in anyways. Okay, he'll have resumed being the host position.
Yeah, I've been made host. Yeah, sorry, I wondered why then.
Am I back?
Do you want to make me host? Then I go back in now. I was just asking Neely to make the host so that I
I just discovered that.
Me host, I can make Anthony.
I just discovered some technological wizardry. I got kicked out somehow.
I think you will have been made back.
I was the host.
He'll have resumed being the host position.
Am I back?
Do you want to make me host? Yeah, I was just asking Neely to make the host so that I can.
I just discovered that.
Me host, I can make Anthony.
I just discovered some technological wizardry. I got kicked out somehow.
I think you will have been made back.
I was the host. There we go. So everybody's turned off their mic. I can't hear you. Your mic is turned off. There we go.
I just muted myself because there was some backfeed and I didn't know whether it was my video.
Yeah, it was me. My YouTube was on and this at the same. I put the YouTube on 0. So crack away.
So yeah, I mean, I was just filling the time while he was gone with explaining, why this is actually happening. I don't want to go into the fact.
This, by the way, this says the meeting will end in 10 minutes. Yeah, because I've got the cheap Zoom. So we could start another one after and invite a few people. What we could do is reschedule one a little bit later.
Neely's dropped out. Neely's dropped out.
So what we could do, we could reschedule a meeting for about 12 or something and get a few people more in and get an update, see what's happening. Or 12 or lunchtime, we have a lunch meeting. But right,
if they turn up, if they've turned up.
Well, this is the thing. My feeling is they won't turn up now because we're gone past 10 o'clock. Normally they start circling from, 7 o'clock. Sometimes they park their van out there 6 o'clock, talking to each other, talking to the police. By the way, Andy, I'll just throw this in. So Neely is back. That's good. A police officer told me, that how the bailiffs come out, how they justify in the paperwork. The bailiff, they have to put a call through early in the morning on 999 and tell the police they've been assaulted. That's how they trigger the police to come out, because the police can't come out on a civil matter. And that is documented in the system. So of course we'll never see it. It's just that increases the crime. But this is what's going on.
Yeah, indeed, mate. So Neely, you're on the you've got one. I mean, I can't because obviously I'm blocked on Facebook and YouTube at the moment.
I tried to share it and it said I had to log in or something, and I don't know. Then I'm on. It says you can't share screen while you're on the Zoom, and then it was
no, not to share screen, Neely, to share the link.
If you send the Zoom, can you share your Zoom live on YouTube at the same time? You've got the paid version.
You can do two things. You can share the link to the Zoom so people can join in. You can share the link to the YouTube so people can join in and watch. But you just share something. You understand? Ideally, in a perfect world, we want to schedule the meeting, send it out the link where we can, and then at the appointed time, those who want to watch or those who are able to watch and those who want to join in, it gives them the opportunity. But sometimes we just jump up because it's an emergency. We never get any peace of mind in our world. There's always someone saying they have a warrant. Every corner you turn, someone has a warrant. I don't know. I think the country, there's more warrant than banknotes in this country. So we just jump up to see who else is going to turn up with this lady and say they have a warrant. She went to the court, did everything to ask for it, asked for the ID of the bailiff, and the security guard is blocking her. I mean, what kind of world is this? You know? So anyway, looks like she sent out a strong letter to the court people and say, who is this bailiff? Can you tell me? Can you give me the... They give you a notice of eviction, and it mentions a warrant number, but it doesn't. They didn't attach the warrant. Of course, it's bullshit. They don't have a warrant, you know. And the police is not allowed to assist the bailiff. That's that they've been told. And the bailiff, by the way, even if they have a authentic warrant, they're not allowed to break in. They're not allowed to break in. The people will find this so strange because they've been doing it so many years and so many cases. But the law has never changed. They can break in, but they have to go and file a claim in the criminal court that you refuse to cooperate with a lawful bailiff to execute his warrant. And then they have to get a criminal conviction, and then they can break in. But of course, they don't have a lawful warrant to file in the criminal court. So they can't go down that route. So what they do, they come and break in, they get the police to come. They're making so much money, they can buy the police. The police tell you it's a civil matter. Someone's smashing your door and stealing your things and, you know, fucking around with your children, and the police say it's a civil matter. This is the problem. So, you know, we've been campaigning against this now for 7 years and maybe more, and it's reducing. We're getting cases. We had a case last week where the guy took his property back, and they've left him alone, it seems, altogether now, because, you know, it's no point appealing against a case where there is no case. You go to the court, give me this, give me that. They can't give you. They don't have it. They got security to harass you. There's an arrestable offense here. Something needs to be done. You know? Something needs to be done. We got must be about 3 people this week that we know personally getting these letters say there is a eviction notice. Where is the warrant, man? Where is it? You know? Where is the MP? Where is the council chief? Are they part of the solution or are they part of the problem? Why are they drawing the wages? How much are these wages these people getting? You know, my council chief, Andy Travers, got caught rigging the election, and he didn't go to jail. He got sacked, but he went to a different borough. He's got a job in another borough. What's going on? You know?
Just to we've got a few minutes left, just to show you how they how they're covering it up, like, because obviously we've got the chief constable in. So the chief constable on his rejection to the court.
Yeah. You got the chief constable in court, right? Yeah, because they can't supply nothing. Yeah.
So when the court claim came to him, he rejected the court claim and stipulated in the court claim his rejection is as the chief of constable, and anything within here must be as the chief constable. And this is what I'm trying to say. See, the chief constable, right, is a position. It isn't the man. That do the job. The chief constable is liable for the what's it, but he is not. The chief constable is not the man who did it. Yeah. So he's saying it can't be Craig Guilford. It's got to be the chief constable, because in December the chief constable turns into a woman, and Craig Guilford leaves Nottingham chief constable position and moves over to us. And this is exactly what they're doing. This is how they morph and change so that they never get anyone to lock onto them. And that's all they do. They keep just changing the positions. How many people, since we've been doing it, Anthony, just in yours alone, like, when you've got these in, do they now move? They leave the position, somebody else moves into that position. And this is this is all for frustration. And this is why you can't lock on them. And this is why you have to lock on the man or woman that did it. Position, because the position changes. The man or woman stays the same. Doesn't matter where he changes, what position he changes into, it's still the same man or woman. And that's who you have to focus on. You can focus on both because they're both liable. The position's
Yeah.
liable, and the man that was in the position, or the woman that was in that position, is liable.
I mean, how I word my letters or documents, I say, you know, Cressida Dick acting as the police commissioner. That's how I did it. And she replied to me, she said, the officers have repeatedly told you it's a civil matter. So that means they're admitting they committed a crime, because you're not supposed to come to my house in a civil matter and help people and lock me up in prison. So by saying it's a civil matter, it's a confession that they done a crime, multiple crimes, you know.
They don't like it in the civil jurisdiction neither, because that's where you're pulling them into a civil jurisdiction. Because remember, you don't have to prove the mens rea. You don't have to prove whether they intentionally meant to do anything.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
it's simple, black and white. Was there a warrant? Did you have the lawful? Yes or no? If you didn't, then it was a crime. So that's why the civil side of it, and you're not causing any harm, loss, or injury, because you're just taking it for the money, and which is their gun.
Yeah.
Fear of their
So
gun.
we're gonna get cut off, but we're gonna talk until it cuts off.